Welcome back, everyone. Today marks another day of video journaling, and I have been able to read over 1 hour 30 minutes. I don't know, like just for me to read 2 hours, kind of difficult. Yesterday, same thing, today, too, but today I feel like I'll be able to read for 2 hours, so I just have to keep on and see if I'll be able to clock it. But yeah, and the lessons I learned from reading Common Stock and Uncommon Profit by Philip Fisher, as I was talking yesterday, he listed some 15 points in which each company that an investor want to buy should have. Like 15 points. If they don't have this 15 points, then the buying of the company is not going to be very advantageous to the investor in the long term. It might play well in the short term, but in the long term it might not play as well. And today he talked about when to know the time to sell your stocks. So there were 3 points which I still remember clearly. The first one was when he talked about like when after you initially bought the stock, you now realize that you made a mistake in the 50 point that he listed. If you realize that okay, this part maybe like point 30 or point 40, the company did not actually live up to it, and you made an error in your initial analysis, that you should sell regardless of whether you are around 5% profit or 25% loss. That selling at that time is the best time for you, because if you realize you've already made a mistake, and you keeping the company among your portfolio is not going to be profitable for you, especially if you know you are breaking the rules that you have set for yourself. And the second scenario that he says you should sell a stock is when it has outlived the 15 point. It outlived in the sense that it is no longer, like, let's say like out of the 15 point right now, it was following the 15 points when you bought. Then after like 5 or 10 years of holding, is now like not following some of the points that he listed. Then those that is the best time for you to sell the portfolio, because it means that the company is going in another direction that is not going to yield profit for you, and the best case in that scenario is for you to sell it so that you can hold the gains that you have collected for the past 5 to 10 years, and you can move it to another stock. And the third scenario was when you see that there are some instances where you see a portfolio, or you saw a company that is better in all sense than the one they are currently holding, and despite the capital gain that you have to pay on that company, and there's a scenario, I mean, in which you might be wrong, but it's still better for an individual to sell the holding that is currently holding, and buy the one if he has verified thoroughly that the company that is currently looking at has checked the 15 points and is also the one to be a riser, especially if it has already have um, a downward price action, which is kind of the best time to buy when a person is facing down price, but all the fundamentals are right about the company. So yeah, those are what I've learned so far in reading Common Profit and Uncommon, sorry, in reading Common Stock and Uncommon Profit by Philip Fisher. And also for my trading today, it's been kind of zigzag. As I was saying yesterday, I was holding Euro Audi, but Euro Audi did not play well for me actually. Like, it went up around that 3 o'clock. Then after it went up like 80 pips, I put my stop loss in break even. Then it came down, whoop, crashed me out of the position. Then I now enter my partner position. He brought about Audi CHF. I entered around his stop loss side, which made him extend the stop loss a bit. So I entered around that side, but the pair was just refusing to move throughout the time I held this, and around 3 today I closed because I was not feeling optimistic about the pair. I just closed it in a bit of my first position was a profit, my second position was a small loss. So like a break-even trade for me. Um the main position I entered was Audi US. Audi US have been looking to short that position since on Monday, but I did not short because US market was closed, and despite having the sign to short, I was not too confident in it. But today I was able to short it, and it has not done much so far. It's still around like 5 to 6 pips for my entry. But yeah, I'm just holding to see what happened. Like this time last week, I've already made my profits for the week, so I'll had it still. But now this is Tuesday. I have had multiple break-even trade. I'm still like, if I look at it like everything, I still have like three possible positions to take. Like apart from this Audi USD right now, that is two possible positions. So I've not actually traded anything that has gone in good profit or gone in loss so far. So I'm just holding break-even trade. And the trade I could have traded that would have given me good profit was pound JPY, because you all know I learned yesterday, but it provided a short opportunity for me today. But I was kind of trying to like get the perfect entry, and I kind of missed it because I should have entered when it provided me the first entry. But I was trying to like nudge it a bit to be kind of perfect because I was holding EA, so I was not like kind of feeling that pressure to be in a position. So and that led me to missed it, and it went down over 150 pips. It touched my first TP. I was like, oh god, it was so painful, but it is what it is. Hopefully, I learned a lesson from it and do better next time in terms of taking the position when the edge is provided and not trying to maximize to the last pips, because that was what caused me to miss that. Because I was already in a position, I was not feeling too pressured to be in a position, even though it checks list or everything that I need to enter into a position. And yeah, that's it for my video journal today. Hopefully I still close into probably like the break evens I've had multiple of them, like close to break even, small profits. All of them have risen my account from $46 to around $52.9 right now. So I'm looking to close above 80 this week. That's my target, but that will depend on how price action goes and how well I'm able to control myself taking those trades. So that's all for today's journal. Thank you all for listening. I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye.